No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
On first down, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Looking to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
I got one. Let him know.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, Orbit. 52. I got you now. 52, right 52. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Watch Mike. Hey, Delta.
Jones now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Here we go.
A big play there for the Bengals. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
General West. Go.
Throwing Jones. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I'm on.
To throw again, Fields. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go,
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to Mixon on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Zoo.
Now Jones. This pass complete to Higgins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to John Ross. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Greystone, travel. SOS. Watch out. Slam.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Steelers 14, Bengals 7.
Ready. 10 over. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. Look at me. Zipper. You don't want it.
On second down, here's Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mine's 59. Gotta do better. Hey, high 7. Check 59. Ready.
Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
51's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Interception all day, baby! Yeah!
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Watch Mike. Man, I got you.
Again, he'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride. And but in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones operating from the gun. He gets this one to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Set 18 Gator. X3 218 chopper. Yep. Hey, exit.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, 1st-round pick back in 2012. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here we go! 15 line it. 15 line.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 25, check.
Topper! Hey, Echo! Hurry up, let's go!
Throwing on second and long. Jones, flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Being chased out left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point safely through, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. offense at the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors. The overall,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On first down, Muhammad. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on second down. Jones. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Jones now. Off the play fake. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, Fields. Now he's flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Fields. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
6-6, pull it high.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Kill.
Again, it's Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He completes it to Boyd. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 5'9", Here we go, D. Here.
Get it.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Brockers. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bengals take over
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. Check, check 43.
Blue draw quarters. Go, go. Hey!
Hey, tight, tight.
Hey, Zoo. Say go.
2nd and 5. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First target, first catch, and a first down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. And his throw is incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing. Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now!
Mike, check. 59.
22 jet bomber. Hey, exit. Go!
Mike, 5'9". Silver.
Let's go!
Jones operating from the gun. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete in the end zone. It leads to second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, check right. Watch it, he's running.
On first down, Fields. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud. Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check it out, read. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
Mike, check.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Rhodes going for the deep ball. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's got his man, Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check three. Out, 61. Matchbox lights. Whip. Watch this move. You got tight right there.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check it out.
From the gun, Rhodes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Down. 8, read. Watch the screen. 6-6. Pull it back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and 2. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rhodes. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, wahoo. Let's go.
Off play action. Rhodes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's it, baby.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Protein spill.
Check out.
Go.
51, Mike.
Hey, hit it.
Throwing on 1st down. Rhodes. This is caught. It's Boyd. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st and 10, Rhodes. That's taken in by Callaway. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Here you go. General West, 70, Indy. Now.
On 2nd down now, it's Baker. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Eckler. That 2nd down run a big help, as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Mike, check.
Hey, Charlie.
All day. Mike 5'9".
Big Griffin.
From the gun, Rhodes. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Let's take it inside his own 40. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hatchet.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Running on first down, Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike 28.
Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Rhodes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And he's got his man on the out route. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rhodes, and that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll run here with Eckler. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 29, Mahomes. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
He's at the 50, 30, 20, and he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 77 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up.
Practice defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
What we got? What we got?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Going on the ground with Eckler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Check safety, check safety. Check 15.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Baker, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Rhodes. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rhodes. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, Rhodes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. This will be caught inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Rhodes. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next the score, Raiders 34.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Got it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Baker. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll keep it on the ground. Baker.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Operating from the gun. Rhodes. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Shoot. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 4.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down. Rhodes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 20, and he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Rhodes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here is Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. From the gun on 3rd down, Rhodes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Rhodes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rhodes. He gets this one to Boyd. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. 83 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Show it up. Show it up. 64. Weak. Check hot. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll keep it on the ground. Albert. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
He's coming, check in. Here we go. Under 10, 10.
Check 13, check 13.
Fight.
One final shot, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Well, this one was certainly one to remember. At the end, they get the touchdown. Thinking they're going to go for the PAT to tie it, they went for the win. Charles had guts to call it, but it didn't come to fruition.
And I know the actual call happened right here at this game, but it really happened during the week where the head coach told himself, in a situation like this, we're going for the win. They didn't get it, but he had conviction in what he was doing.
So you think those moments off